Deep in the heart of the Whangārei CBD is the Hātia Sculpture Loop. Its official name is Huarahi o Te Whai, which means Pathway of Opportunity. The name emphasizes a journey that returns to its start, connecting the river, town, and people. The loop celebrates Whangārei's creative spirit and provides a space for everyone to connect with its identity. Hello guys, this is the Brolander here. If you're new to my channel, I basically do virtual tours and then give it a rating at the end. And what better way to kick off this virtual tour is to drive to the preferred location that I like you to start from, which is at the Whangārei Basin. Now I have two reasons why. Number one is its very central location, and number two is the parking, and we're going to see that pretty soon. So some things that you need to know about the Hātia Loop. It's 4.2 kilometers long and it's flat terrain all the way through, so it's a very, very easy track to walk the loop. Now, allow at least 90 minutes to 2 hours, so that's very dependent on your fitness level, so go at your own pace that you will. Now, if you want to bring your dog, you're allowed, but make sure your dog is on the leash. And one other last thing too is that this is a shared path as well, so you can expect cyclists to pass by. So those are the important notes. So without further ado, let's begin the virtual tour. So there you have it, guys. That is the Hātia Loop. Man, what a fantastic trail that was. I mean, I did that trail, what, 6 or 7 months ago, and I still remember it like I explored it just yesterday. So anyway, there's a lot to talk about in this review, so let's begin with the favourites. Now, I only have 2, and the first one is the points of interest. Now, what do I mean by that? So I'm talking about points like this one here. So you're walking over the bridge overlooking the Hātia River, and of course you're talking about this point here as well, as we're walking alongside the Hātia River, enjoying the amazing views of the Hātia River. And another one here where we walked over this beautiful sculpture bridge, which I thought was just absolutely beautiful. It really suits the landscape around it as well. And there's another one here as we crossed the larger bridge, and we got to see a sailing boat cross underneath the bridge as well, watch it in action, which was pretty cool. And of course this last bit right here, which is the camera. Yeah, what a beautiful sculpture that is, as it sort of points out towards the larger bridge there. So yeah, all those points of interest was very intriguing for me, and I spent a lot of time just sort of like exploring it and stuff like that. So yes, favourite number 1 is those points of interest. The second one, I guess it's probably the experience. Now, this is my first time actually exploring the Hātia River, and I never actually explored Whangārei as well, so this was a whole new experience for me. But actually going out there and seeing the beautiful side of Whangārei, it's just absolutely beautiful, eh? It's just got no other words to explain it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So you got these views here, and I could look at them all day. So, oh man, it was just a splendid time to actually head out there, and that was just early in the morning too. And that was scenes at around maybe 7 o'clock in the morning. So, oh, fantastic views. So yes, that's my second favourite there, is the experience. Now, dislikes, I have none. You know, I had time to edit this video and I could not find any dislikes from my own personal experience as I was exploring the Hātia River. So 0 dislikes. Rating, I'll definitely give it a 5. Yeah, well, why do I give it a 5? Well, I've just already mentioned the 2 favourites that I showed you, I explained, which was the points of interest and of course the experience. I mean, those 2 alone, oh man, it's just it's probably a walk that I'll never forget. You know, I saw a lot of people there walking as well, so you know, there was a very friendly community too. I think they were all locals that all stopped by and said hello to me. So you know, it was quite good actually talking to some of those people, because I was walking around with the camera and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, what are you doing? And we all, and you know, eventually conversation just started from there. So yeah, but anyway, in regards to rating, yeah, definitely a 5 out of 5. That's just my opinion. It's just very, very nice all the way around. So yeah, now anyway, here's a new segment that I'm going to add into my review, which is the Google negative review. So in this review, I'm just going to pick up the lowest ranking ratings in Google reviews, because I think that's like a source of truth for many people to give their honest reviews, and I'm going to pick out the negative reviews and just give my comments on that to just try and answer those questions. So here we have this one here, and this is the only negative comment that I've got on the Google reviews, because I think this person here was the only one that actually left the comment. So this one here is, to sum it up really, is that if you stay in one location you get a better view and stuff like that. So after seeing that comment there, I was trying to figure out, you know, what's going on in their mind as they sort of walk around the Hātia Loop, and I came to the conclusion that it might be this point here. So this is the only point where the Hātia Loop goes away from the actual river, and you will see in this view here I'm doing a hyperlapse, and that's at 16 times normal speed. So you can see it's sort of walking away from the river, then it comes back into the river, then you go away back inland a little bit, so you don't get to see the waterfront, and then eventually you come up towards the waterfront there. So I'm thinking it might be that point there, and that's probably, if I was to give a rough guess, maybe 20% of the track, you know. So 80% of it is pretty much beautiful. I mean, you get some very scenic views all along the way, but maybe that last quarter that I was just showing you right there, maybe 20% of the trail where it sort of goes away from the waterfront and you don't really see much. So yeah, I think that section took me maybe 21 minutes to walk it. So yeah, so after seeing that comment there, I think that is valid. So yeah, I think if any of you guys are watching that and just wondered, yeah, that's just my point of view and my response to that comment. And I do respect their honesty and stuff like that, so I'm just sort of just giving you my feedback of what they're trying to think when they're giving that review. So yeah, so that point is valid. There are some boring bits in there, but even though after seeing that comment, I still think it's a 5 out of 5. That's just my point of view. Alright, the last bit now, is it worth visiting? Yeah, I think I'll probably put it into two categories in answering this. I think yeah, because the only reason why I say that is because it's more of a stopover point versus the destination. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, a stopover point is basically a place where you just stop and just take photos and then move along, whereas the destination, you're basically turning up to a spot and explore and experience something very new. So the Hātia Loop is something that's more like a stopover point, and that's what I'm trying to get at here. So, you know, I'm trying to reach out to those people that are living maybe 4 hours drive away from Whangārei, and they see my video and then they drive all the way out there, and it wasn't quite the same expectations that I'm sort of giving them. So, and that's what I mean by that. So if I was to sum it up, I think it's more like a stopover point. Like, let's say you're doing a road trip up to Northland and you think, oh, you know, halfway I might stop at the Hātia Loop for a break and have a look. And you can do that. You can probably spend there for an hour in between driving and then head on up north. And that's what I'm trying to get at here. It's not like a place where you can drive 3 hours or 4 hours for that sake and explore it for only half an hour, maybe an hour, and then go back home. It's just yeah, that just doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? So yeah, unless you're doing a road trip up Northland, or you staying in Whangārei for a wee bit and checking it out. So yeah, is it worth it? I think it definitely is, and just remember that it's more of a stopover point than the destination. I think that's the key difference here. So yeah, so there you have it, guys. That's the Hātia Loop. Oh, I really enjoyed it. I'd definitely give that 5 out of 5. And like I was saying earlier before, 80% of it is pretty beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. And there's that slight 20% of the trail was a little bit boring, but you know, you kind of expected that with I've explored many trails and you sort of get some boring bits, but I didn't feel it. That's just my own personal opinion, because I like being out in the outdoors and being away from all the busyness of the tourist areas, because you know, during that time I was like in the core of it. You know, it's just a nice break to get away from all of that busyness. Just me being alone on the track by myself. I mean, it might sound weird, but it was just a blessing for me. So yeah, I kind of like being the lone wolf at times, but yeah, there you go. Definitely worth visiting in my opinion. So especially when you're staying there or driving through up to Northland area, for the far north more in particular. So yeah, if you have any questions about the Hātia Loop, I'm happy to help, and leave a comment below, or you can email me directly if you have any questions. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next one. Cheers, guys.